And welcome back to Let's Play Shin Megami Tensei, Devil Survivor Overclocked. Last time, we began day 3 and went on quite the power leveling streak. Not that that was really by design, but it just kind of comes with the territory. There is a huge level hike in the random demons you can fight, starting with day 3, so get a lot of experience for our efforts there. No major lineup changes from what I showed in the previous video, but I did pick up a new demon here. For a very particular purpose, I picked up Nekomata. I just got the only one that was available, so she has a magic penalty. Not a huge deal, but, you know, something that we just have to deal with. I'm going to make her a little less valuable in Fusion, but hey, that's not a big deal. Now we've got a battle with Haru. If you remember, her death clock only had 2 days left when we saved her on day 1, so we can probably presume this is where she's intended to die today. We cannot let that happen, so let's go and rescue her.
Whoa! That group of demons is headed somewhere.
I think that way goes to... Oh my gosh! The outdoor concert stage! I have a bad feeling about this. Let's go, guys.
In a city cold and lifeless, penny black with my heart's darkness.
I found you! I found you! It's her, the girl who knows the ancient common tongue.
Stupid Haru's got nowhere to run.
Haru!
You guys, why are you here? Never mind. Look, there's tons of demons here. You should run.
No! Don't give up! We're coming to save you!
Oh. Yeah.
Well, what's with these demons? Haru's just a singer, right? Why are they targeting her?
She must have something, but that's neither here nor there. Let's focus on saving her right now.
Right. Let's take care of the demons first. We'll worry about that later.
Alright, starting this battle off, it is another battle where we have to protect Haru, and like the previous one, Haru's not going to be working too hard to save herself, so... the big thing we want to do is we want to make a beeline for this little area in front of the staircase right here to blockade it. This Tobu right here is not going to bother moving or engaging with a character who's blocking this way. It is solely focused on getting to Haru, so that's one of the things we want to do here. Also, we've got a couple of skills to crack. We've got Brutal Hit, which, let me see, I'll have Keisuke get this one checked, and then we can get Anti-Ice from the other Wendigo that is right by the concert stage. We'll also be rushing him down. Let me get my team set up real quick, and I'll meet you when everything is all ready and good to go. Alright, I got everybody set up just about how I want them. The major thing that I changed here is I set up Keisuke with Maragi and Fire Boost so that he can take out this Wendigo right out of the starting gate, so that should do him pretty well there. I'm going to have Yuzu take out this formation over here, and yes, I do have the skill crack set correctly. Always double check and make sure your skill cracks are right. Alright, and what I'm going to do with myself is I'm just going to use Devil Speed, and I'll use Talak to fly over the seats here, and then I'll replace him with Pendragon so that I can defend against that Lilim, who will actually engage us in combat over the Tobu. So with that all said and done, let's get this battle started. Remember that one perk that Keisuke has is that he has a speed stat of 55, one of the highest in the game, so he can pretty consistently go first in battles, and he usually... what was I gonna say? Or, no, not usually.
This is a tough demon. So I was right. Stronger demons are appearing every day.
Every character, the first time they engage with a Wendigo on this map, they have a slightly unique comment they make. Anyways, as I was saying, Keisuke enjoys having not particularly high delay on his turns. I'm gonna have Garm there using Agi, just for the off chance that he can get an extra turn. Not super critical if he does. We do want to be mindful of Keisuke's MP. One of Keisuke's biggest weaknesses, even though he's a magic-focused character, is that he does not have that much MP to work with, so gotta be mindful of that. Fortunately, he does have a decent strength stat, so his normal hits do some pretty decent damage. There we got Brutal Hit. Brutal Hit is an excellent attack for Atsuro. This is HP-dependent phys damage, so the more HP that you have, and scaled off of your current HP, the more HP you have, the more damage it does. Very good for Atsuro, since he has good vitality and good strength, so this attack often does a lot of damage, and his natural MP or HP growth is pretty good. Haru is just gonna take 5 there. Let's have Yuzu immediately speed up and go over to this Wendigo over here. This guy has Tobu, so hopefully we can take that out before it gets a chance to do anything. I put Pyrojack on Yuzu's team so that she could more effectively deal fire damage to this formation. Bit unfortunate that she focus fired the Tobu, but not a huge deal. Alright, is he going to use Ice Dance? Yes, okay, so there goes Garm. Unfortunately, Garm is kind of experiencing a lull in usefulness at this point. A lot of the stuff that we're going to be dealing with absolutely blows him up. There we go, got Anti-Ice. But that's okay. The only thing I really wanted him to do on this first turn, and may as well set this, why not, was get us into position. Let me see. Do I want to teach anything to... Well, you know what? You can just... rather than having to level him up, I can just overwrite his Maragi, get him that immediately. If we had access to Medea at this point, I kind of would like to be able to get that onto...
Hey, more demons came!
More demons, since having more healing is always a good thing. I don't have much in mind for what Atsuro is going to do. He's mostly just going to support Yuzu. Let me see here. Just thinking about what I want to get. Did I put Saparna? No, Saparna is on... Atsuro's team. Alright, let's get King Frost in there, and just have Yuzu take 5. Gonna Devil Speed up, and like I said, we want to get right to that staircase and block it off. That's all that I want to do there. The demons will not be able to... Whoop. I was trying to... I forgot that it cancels the move. Oh, it's okay. There's a way I can do this, but that's all we needed to lock for. I'm gonna have him take 5, and we're gonna bring out Pendragon. I also made sure to put Tailwind on myself, so we're going to be super fast on the counterattacks here. There we go. We're all set to go. Show me what you got, demons. And Atsuro is just gonna fly up. He's got Kikori Hime for healing support, should we need it. Yeah, like I said, that demon, the Tobu, he will not actually try to get around your characters. Let's use a Mabufu here. Do not have a Berserk on that Garm, but I do have it on Pendragon. Alright, let's take a look at... Unfortunately... Oh, never mind. Deleted the Lilum. Wasn't really intending to do that, but hey, it works. Alright, Atsuro gets his turn. Let me see here. Alright, so those are 2 Tobus. The Pyrojack is by far the least threatening, though, so we're not going to worry too much about them. Let's take on this Tobu, because Kikori Hime should be able to deal decent damage against them. Let's have Atsuro... Let's focus... let's use a power hit. We'll just use Force Stance from the rest of my demons. Usually I have Ice Dance. Oh, nice! Check out that damage. Now that Atsuro actually has a solid physical attacking option, he can do some pretty good damage at this point. And honestly, Brutal Hit will allow him to do so much more than even what Power Hit allowed there. So this is where Atsuro kind of starts to take off. He has a bit of a rough time getting here. Got another demon popping in, but Keisuke should be able to handle it. The song! Give me the song! The primal tongue will be offered to our master.
What is it babbling about?
Funny that you say babbling, Atsuro. Let me see here. I'm just thinking about which demons. Oh, that's so weird. Why is he attacking at melee range? What? This game makes no sense sometimes. I'm not overly concerned about what happens in this battle. Let's just have Atsuro use Berserk. He's already got an extra turn, so why even concern myself? Get some pretty solid damage there, and Force Stance from Kikori Hime will absolutely destroy this thing. There goes Pyrojack. But yeah, as you can see, quite a few reinforcements pile in as this fight goes on. Alright, let's get rid of this Tobu. He's kind of annoying me at this point. We'll just use a Mabufu. At this point, we finally have the MP where we can sling around a lot of spells without having to worry about running dry. Man, just look at the crazy damage that Pendragon does. He is very much min-maxed for strength. Let's see, let's get Berserk onto this Garm. At this point, we're past the point of needing anger hit strats. Brutal hit probably wouldn't do too much from him. So I'm not super concerned about getting that online. Let me see here. I'm gonna blockade this and let that demon go for the counterattack on me. And we'll just let that Lilim approach the stage a little bit. Keisuke is primed to take on fire-weak enemies like this, so may as well stick him to what he's most effective at. But yeah, I mentioned that Mezuki is amazing at this point in the game. Just using a Flamus, it's so easy to get a Fire Boost and Mirage onto him. Once he gets a couple levels and learns Mazio and Elect Boost, he becomes even more helpful. Bit of a shame those enemies are so weak. That's actually kind of fortuitous that the Lilim has access to, what was it? Flight. It'll allow us to get over to us a lot more quickly, and we can just take her out no problem. As you probably noticed, a lot of the reinforcement demons tend to come in with crappier formations, so they're not the most threatening thing in the world. This will be a bit of a rough fight for us, but we've got so much strength from the Berserks now, this shouldn't be too big of a deal. Come on, Pendragon, show 'em what you got. Oof, that brutal hit was pretty nasty. Unfortunately, Berserk does have an HP component, so it does gradually weaken as you use it, which is why it's good to have healing spread about on your party, and I'm really looking forward to when we get access to Medea. Just gives a nice bit of healing on your physical demons to refund the cost of their physical attacks. These Garms are also getting ridiculously high leveled, so they're going to be some pretty choice fusion material later on. Alright, let me think here. I guess I'll just have Yuzu close in. Atsuro can just take 5, and what is your formation here? 2 Lilims and the Sparna? You know what, let's just have Garm get us into position there. And I'll definitely have Pendragon heal himself up before we do anything. Remember, having healing just for the purpose of refunding physical attacks, always a good idea. Gives your physical demons something to do when they're on the field and they don't have a more useful ability. But this Mabufu should mess them up, and these Berserks will close it out. So yeah, not too terrible of a fight. This fight, however, is extremely difficult if you come in here without doing free battles beforehand, because obviously these demons are a huge jump, and you're not liable to have things that are superior to them like I have right now.
Haru, are you okay?
I'm fine. Thanks. I wish I could show some guts like you guys. Thanks. You guys saved me again. I made it this far, but it was touch and go this time.
You know, we kind of have to breach the difficult subject here. You didn't seem too eager to get away.
How dare you say that to Haru?
Pretty perceptive, but I have no reason to answer you.
Then can you at least tell us why the demons want you?
I've been wanting to ask them the same thing. Maybe they're here to grant my wish.
Huh? Your wish? Don't tell me you're really...
Sorry, just forget it. I didn't want anyone to know anyways.
Anyway, I'm glad you're safe, Haru. Oh, which reminds me. It's not just demons. There was a suspicious guy looking for you too, Haru.
Huh? A suspicious guy?
If you did not get the dialogue with the suspicious man in Omote-sandu who was pretending to call his boss, then you would actually not have this dialogue option here. But not because we saw those events, we get a modification to this scene here where we can tell her about the suspicious guy and that he was after her power.
My power, huh?
There was something about a holy flame. Crazy stuff. It might be demon related. Are you really being targeted by demons?
Maybe so. Anyways, thanks for everything.
Man, if you could just use your sequencer, you'd stand a fighting chance.
Well, Nothing I can do with the batteries dead. So it goes. Though to be honest, if I could, I'd really like a peek at the data in it.
Why? What's in it?
Oh, the sequencer's owner left me a little homework along with it. She told me to finish what there was of the song left inside. The song's in my head, but not having it in front of me definitely slows me down.
Even with everything going on, you're writing a song? Wow, the mark of a true musician.
It's nothing so noble. Thanks, though. Hey, you're an interesting one. Let's take a breather and chat sometime. It'll be on me.
Oh, sure, I'm looking forward to it.
I like your attitude. It's pretty cool. Well, be seeing you.
Hey, what was that about?
Uh-oh, Yoo-hoo's got a rival. Haru's gonna snatch him away.
What are you saying? There's nothing between me and... well, yeah. Atsuro! Hey, you get back here right now!
Hey, do you plan to keep helping people like we just did from here on out?
Yeah, I mean, why would I stop?
I see. Well, there's nothing bad about rescuing people, but there won't be a problem if the ones we rescue are okay with demons, like that lady. But I think most normal people will be afraid of demons and of demon tamers. They won't be able to see the difference between evil demons and the ones on our side.
So I'm guessing you're saying there is the potential for misunderstanding.
Exactly. I think people might assume that this whole thing was the work of tamers. That's why I don't think we should let normal people see that we can control demons. At least, I've been trying to avoid it myself.
Yeah, he does raise a valid point here. Let's be careful going forward.
Oh, sorry. I wasn't trying to scold you. It's just... I'm worried about Midori. She's showing off her demons, calling herself a defender of justice. It's dangerous. Sorry, I'm talking too much. Just ignore me.
Ow! Why'd you have to hit me so hard?
You asked for it.
Stupid Yoo-hoo! I don't think you need the harmonizer.
Did someone say something?
Not me, right? Anyway, I wonder why the demons keep targeting Haru.
I'll bet you, Primal Common Tongue, I bet you they're after her songs.
Her songs? What would demons want with songs?
We don't have nearly enough info to conclude anything yet.
No kidding. Let's do something about our death clocks, and we can come back to this later, okay? Hey, Haru's death clock went up, right? How long does she have?
Not very. It only went up by 1.
What? Just 1 day?
If tomorrow's her last day to live, Haru really is being targeted. We've got to do something. I mean, if we survive that long.
Sheesh, Atsuro, don't be a complete pessimist. But with that taken care of, there is now a whole load of events for us to check out. Now, Naoya's event is a critical one that you need to see. Jin, you also want to check out a lot of his events because Jin has an ending route in this game. But we also want to take a look at the event with Atsuro. I mentioned in the previous video that Atsuro has several events today that are part of a side quest that reveals a very interesting piece of information, and on your first playthrough, it gets you an achievement that gives you additional points to use in New Game Plus. So absolutely check out Atsuro's events today, which we're going to hit that right now and then do Naoya's right after.
Was that?
Atsuro? What's up?
Sorry, be right back.
Hey! Atsuro! Jeez, where's he off to all of a sudden?
You wait a short while before Atsuro comes back.
Damn, I lost him.
What, did you see someone you knew?
That guy looked like someone I knew. Someone who went missing.
Huh. What do you mean went missing?
He was an office worker I met on a programming forum. I got to know him pretty well. I hung out with him a couple of times IRL, but then one day, he disappeared suddenly. He sent me a pretty weird PM just before that.
Weird how?
It said, "I've discovered an unbelievable cover-up. I'll contact you once I know more."
And that was the last you heard from him?
Yep. I never did find out what that unbelievable cover-up was.
Was there anything that you could have looked into that might have given you a hint?
Well, I looked, of course, but I didn't find anything. By then, I was worried enough to go to his house. His family had the police searching for him. They asked me if I knew anything.
Wow, it's like something out of a manga, except it really happened. Well, fingers crossed that the guy you saw was him. It'd at least mean he's safe.
That's true. If it really is him, I have a ton of questions for the guy.
Right, interesting. We have another event with Atsuro in the park, though this one is not tied to the ongoing side quest, so we can ignore that for the time being. Let's check out the event with Naoya. If you advance enough time, you will be forced to see this event, as it has a critical piece of information in it. I'm just checking to see if there's any random encounters with notable people, which it does not seem like there are, so let's go talk to Naoya now.
Was that Naoya? Hurry, after him or we'll lose him!
You enter Shinjuku's shopping district while pursuing Naoya.
Not again. Looks like we lost track of him.
Hey, that's one fine miss you've got with you. Is she available?
What's this guy's deal?
Hey, I recognize Vic Mignogna's voice when I hear him, and I don't like this situation. Back off, pal.
Well, duh.
Fine. Don't get all bent out of shape. Hey, now that I get a good look at you, you're...
The man stares at Cullen before nodding, as if being certain of something.
Well, so it's you, just like Naoya said. This really is amusing.
You know, I just noticed, you don't have a death clock.
You're uniquely perceptive, though I can't say I'm surprised. Say, have you ever given any thought to your own future? Your destiny? Your death clock currently reads 0, doesn't it? So you'll die soon, no question. The agent of your death is the leader of Lament, the immortal unifier of demons, Belder. No one can stop his coming. The banquet of blood will begin. Amid their lamentation, humans will fall prey to Belder, and you will be among the dead. Tell me, what do you plan to do about it?
We were planning to run away.
You will, huh? Well, since it involves you, I'll tell you this. You can never escape from Bell. Now, shall I give you one last piece of advice before I bid you adieu? The immortal Belder has long been protected by a vow all living beings agreed to. The terms of the vow forbid any of them from bringing harm to dear Belder. But there was one being that was overlooked. It's here, inside this lockdown. If you succeed in finding it, even you might be able to thwart his attacks.
A sudden gust of wind blows, and when it passes, you notice the man has vanished.
He disappeared! Who was that guy?
He knew Naoya and he was talking about Belder. Whoever he was, he's not normal. But that aside, what was that story he told us about?
I'm guessing it's a way that we can defeat Belder.
A single being that didn't swear the vow. He said it's inside the lockdown somewhere, but is he for real?
I don't know. He didn't seem like he was kidding around, though. I don't know whose side he's on, but I think what he told us could be valuable.
Yeah, ideally we could escape without running into this Belder. But judging by what we just heard, I don't think that's possible.
As that guy said, we have to look for the one thing that didn't take the vow.
But where, though? Who would possibly know about it?
Why don't we try finding information within the comp?
The comp? You really think we'll find the answer there?
I wish we could talk to Naoya, but we can't find him. He did make the comp, though. So maybe checking the comp wouldn't be such a bad idea.
All right, we'll keep that in mind while we look. Come Come on, let's get going. We're gonna survive.
Man, considering how that conversation ended, I feel kind of jebaited. We were expecting Naya there, and instead we got just approached by some random creepy guy who knows way more than he probably should. We're just gonna have to chew on that for a bit. Let's talk to Jin now.
Huh? Is that you, Jin? What's wrong?
Oh. Hey, it's you. Good to see you still alive and kicking. As for me, I just got back from the hospital. It was much worse off than I thought.
What, are you dealing with something, or was someone there?
Nah, a pal of mine was in an accident. I didn't hear what with everyone's cell dead. When another friend told me, I rushed over there, but it was too late.
Sorry to hear that, man.
They didn't have any meds or electricity. Without the right treatment, he died. I'm sure they did what they could. The hospital staff were on the verge of collapse. I guess in this situation, there was nothing more they could do. Damn it.
Jin,
The hospitals are already low on medicine. Just 3 days after the lockdown started. This isn't some desert island we're talking about. This is Tokyo.
with no supplies coming in, it might as well be a desert island. Can't run a fridge with no power. Any medicine that needs to be kept cold will spoil.
I wonder when this city will be saved.
Yeesh, looks like the situation with the hospitals is pretty dire at this point. We've already seen Honda's events, as I've mentioned so many times before, so let's catch up with Haru some more.
Hey, it's you. We keep bumping into each other, don't we? Let me guess. You've fallen for me, huh? And now you're following me around.
Aw, you know it. I can't believe you just pegged me like that.
Huh? Wait, really? You're a funny guy, you know that? Seeing you so often, I feel like it's fate at work.
Yeah, I feel like maybe I'm overthinking things, but I do feel like there's something going on here.
Not a bad pickup line. I don't mind if you come on to me, you know. All this talk, though, ends up being just talk.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Doesn't matter if it's a guy or a girl. Everybody gives up on me. I get along fine for a while, but it's only a matter of time until the relationship dies.
Do you mind talking about it?
You're real patient. That suits me. I never knew my parents. They abandoned me when I was little. My relatives passed me around. I landed with my grandma until she died a few years later. It was disgusting the way the rest of them kept squabbling over inheritances and crap. I had to try to read people's expressions and smile like I was on their side. Before I knew it, I forgot how to show my real self. It got pretty bad. These days I act like I'm all that when I'm up there singing in front of a crowd, but do they really want to hear my songs? Is my voice reaching them? I'm always so unsure. What am I saying? We barely know each other.
Aw, come on, we do now.
Not bad, not bad. You'd make a better lyricist than me, that's for sure. Music should give people hopes and dreams like what you just said. When I sing, I feel like I'll only make the audience miserable. You know, there's something different about you. A familiar, dangerous smell. Have you, by any chance, given up on life too? Ever think to yourself, I don't care when I die? What am I saying? This is so silly of me. Sorry, just forget what I said. If we meet again, I hope we can talk some more. I'm actually looking forward to it. See you later.
Believe me, Haru, we've seen your death clock, so we have reason to keep in touch. But at 1230 hours, a new battle arises, one involving Midori. We've been trying to contact Midori this whole day so that we can try and convince her to dial it back with the heroic antics, but will we actually be able to convince her? Well, we're gonna have to save that for the next video. As always, I hope you enjoyed watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Until then, though, goodbye.